Good morning. This is to the VA staffers at the Bronx VA. Look at where I'm living at now. Homeless guy is a mental patient. Well, let me help you understand your future. You see this? It's like a crystal ball. I want to rub it a little bit because, bang, felonies, disasters arising from retaliation, blocking a report of a federal crime, or retaliating for attempting to make such report is a major felony. You're the little bird of prey. That's right. For the CID and the FBI. When you guys decided you would get together with the vendor in order to eliminate me, make me homeless, send me back to the beach so I can die in Sandy the Storm, I will call my first child Storm Sandy. Got my own little kitchenette. I don't have to be wanded and have some idiot called Miss Nunn at Safe Haven wanting to wand my feet. What? I'm not a hooved animal who need to be shooed, and I am not a shoe bomber. I am a patriot who fought for this country, and what did you guys do? Not a damn thing. Your cup is empty. Your plate is empty. Charmaine McPherson abuses homeless people. It's typical for black folks to look down on other poor black folk. You black social workers have a bad reputation. And Charmaine McPherson proved it. Wow. Federal law. Statute 111. And I believe you guys were acting privately under the color of law for the vendor, Volunteers of America Safe Haven. You guys have an inappropriate relationship with a vendor. Look at this, you see? I need dental work. I need dental work. I need dental work on this tooth right here that I think I'm going to lose. I've got a cavity over here. I got pain over here. And this is my own little bathroom. Isn't that nice? A homeless guy got his own bathroom. So, what are we going to do about my dental work and everything I was supposed to get because I was in the program of Volunteers of America? Well, it looks like the Veterans Administration Hospital in Brooklyn and the information you got from Mike Mooney set you guys up to eliminate me because I help expose this. Let me show you. The VA hospital whistleblower exposed, and that's one of the videos That's the interview. Bang! You covered that up. You covered that up. You guys covered that up. You guys wanted this continued to be covered up because I was about to send it to the White House to Obama for Christmas and see how he likes it. But I'll send it to him for Valentine. Makes no difference. I just want to know if the president can handle racial issues. He's a black guy that's the head of the largest conglomerate on this planet, the United States of America's corporation. It's a corporation. I'm from a country, and it's a black country, and the United States cannot afford to allow black people to do well in their own country. A few hundred miles away off its coast, while it's got you black colored Negroes all locked up and locked down and bottled down up here, still scraping and scratching for shit. What's your president done to help you lately? I don't know, he's done a lot for me. I don't know about you guys. You just don't know how to get Obama right. You know, and you know, you gotta love Obama. Obama's absolutely terrific, and I love Obama like you black girls love your man. If he ain't giving up nothing, you ain't interested. Obama and gave me an Obama apartment. And given the VA enough that I don't have to be homeless anymore. It was your job to make sure I never became homeless again. You failed. You should lose your jobs and go to jail. That's the New Year's wish. Bye-bye, Fauna Baptiste. Bye-bye, Latanya Hayward. Bye-bye, Charmaine McPherson. Bye-bye, Carmen Cruz. Bye-bye, Dr. Julia Golia. Bye-bye, Dr. Schick. Bye-bye, Dr. Tobias. And especially you, Elmer, on the psych ward, you vicious, cruel, fat, ugly broad, you. You thought you could bait me to come onto the VA. And, oh, we have another psychiatric emergency and I'm locked up and doped up. Hey, how you doing? Bye. Have a nice freaking day. Is Tuesday, January 11, 2011. I'm at the home of Mr. Curtis. He is a person. Hey, you there? Okay. Yeah, this is the whistleblower, the federal whistleblower. Okay. At the New York skyline. Go ahead. Bang! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Whoa. We getting deep here. What's this?
Oh, just you know.
Whoa!
Part of history.
Whoa.
Part of history.
Part of history. You go ahead, brother. You go
It's
ahead.
sad, but it's part of history.
Part of history. So this is the big Watusi Mandingo mixed super field Negro.
Yes.
All right. Well, you know, I put that whole skit together, and I finally see what it's about. That's what I'm talking
One of
about.
your veterans drew that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One brother from Haiti did this?
Yes.
Outstanding. Nice place. Well, we can see you're not one of the impoverished, downtrodden, who's like one of these guys right here.
Oh, no.
See?
No.
That's Martin Luther King. That's Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, Frederick Douglass, all right here. And then this brother right here is what? Bang! Got the chains on his brain when these guys do not. Those guys are out there, and this guy is not. And that slave castle's door is busted and the key's right there, and he still ain't walking away from that.
Scared to leave.
Damn! Scared to leave. And that's my guy right here. That's my guy right here, Malcolm X. That's him right here. Well, let me see what else we got here. But, oh my,
This is the one.
Yeah, that's the one you were asking me about. If that story was true about it, yes, that's it.
That's what you had given me a copy of this, and I took it to the congressman's office,
Yes.
and you met with Ida Smith. I was there. I was an eyewitness. Bang, we're going to have to send this to Mr. Juan Cuba at the White House.
Sure.
Okay, and I've got a letter from the Justice Department, and I've been trying to show people, what exactly, and people of authority, because the newspapers have been, they don't want to print my story no more about the redlining scheme that I took to the congressman's office, and they did all kinds of things, calling me crazy, defamed me. The VA gave me a whole bunch of medication, which in fact I didn't need as a chemical restraint. So I gotta do what I gotta do, but I did speak to Mr. Juan Cuba, and it's time for me to now, and the last time I spoke to him was about getting those books to him.
Okay.
And now those books have disappeared at the congressman's office.
Wow.
So we actually send him this. But what I wanted to do right now was if you could please take me back to what happened, for you have taken these pictures, hold this for me, of this hangsman's noose. That was when, this was in the,
This was found, it was in the locker room at the VA,
the Veterans Administration what?
St. Albans, New York. The VA.
St. Albans, New York, Veterans Administration motor pool locker room,
Yes, correct.
okay? And how long was this hanging there?
I don't know. I walked in January 25th, 2008, and I saw it. But,
Now, January 25th, 2008, and that's when you first saw that.
correct.
And it stayed there for how long?
No, they took it down immediately after that, after the police were notified.
Oh, so you called the police after that. There was a police report.
Yes, correct.
The police never called the press on this.
No.
When you took it to the congressman's office, did they call the press? What happened when you went to Ida M. Smith after I turned you over to her?
She spoke to me a few times about it, but nothing amounted out of it. I didn't get any feedback. I didn't get any change. And they told me that the federal government says it's legal to hang them. They said it's not.
Ida Smith told you, said that the federal government said it's legal to put a hangsman's
They
noose.
said that they're not illegal, but a noose is not against the law by the federal government. But a swastika is considered a felony hate crime, where a noose is not considered a hate crime.
And Ida M. Smith told you this.
Yeah, in the discussion, she was like, there was nothing she could do about it. Because of
Okay. And are you aware that she ever contacted anybody at the Veterans Administration?
I believe she spoke to the union. Outside of that, I don't think it went much.
And then what happened to you?
Nothing. They offered to transfer me to Brooklyn, Manhattan, or Staten Island.
In other words, get you out of the St. Albans VA.
Yes.
Did they talk to you about who put that there? Did anybody ever ask you who put that hangsman's noose in the locker room at the Brooklyn VA? I mean at the St. Albans VA on January 25th, 2008.
No.
Do you know who did it?
I don't know who did it, but I know whose coat rack it was hung on. I found it was hanging on one of my coworkers.
What was the name of the person's coat
Rack it was hanging on?
Yes.
Frank Castellano.
Frank Castellano.
Correct.
What happened to Mr. Frank Castellano after you reported this?
Actually, he got a promotion from work leader to supervisor, and they wanted me to work under him after that. And when I told them that they were adding insult to injury, they told me when I told them I didn't want to work under his supervision after the incident,
Yes.
they told me that they can transfer me to Brooklyn, Staten Island, or Manhattan, which I refused to go because I like St. Albans. I've been there 20 years, and I feel that I should not be transferred.
Now, were there other instances with Mr. Castellano or other Caucasian gentlemen at the Brooklyn VA Hospital motor pool that would lead you to think that there is an embedded racist environment in that motor pool?
Yes, I would think so. Because,
Elaborate, please.
Well, a brief incident to me happened roughly about 15 years ago. I came in there as a motor pool operator, as a motor vehicle operator, and shortly after that, 2 Caucasians came in there, and they were made grade 8s, and I was a grade 7. And when I brought it to their attention, saying, "How come I'm a 7 and they're 8s?" They told me when I get an ACDL license, they'll make me a grade 8. Immediately, within 2 to 3 seconds, I reached in my pocket, handed them a Class A CDL license. And they kept promising me to give me the grade, and they never did. So at the time, there were 3 tractor operators, which me being one, the first one, and then the 2 Caucasians that came after me. So it was
You had more time in grade, more time in service than they did.
yes, and they were made 8s when they walked in the door.
Okay.
And I was never. Here it is, 17 years later, and I'm still a 7.
So it looked like you sound like somebody, federal government owe you some money.
Yeah, with some interest. And back
With some interest in back pay.
yeah, 17 years.
Pay a little pain and suffering, a little humiliation and degradation,
And then this is what I'm rewarded with.
and bang! That's what you know Frank Castellano did it, don't you?
I would surmise that it does belong to him.
You suspect him.
Yes.
Now, tell me about the other guy who put a little hangman's noose in the hands of that female 6 months ago at the Brooklyn VA. You can tell it. You're a federal whistleblower. You should be protected. And we're sending this to the White House.
Well, another coworker of mine, I heard they had an incident too where somebody personally handed them a noose.
So a white guy handed a black woman a hangman's noose.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting fired.
Yes.
And not right now she's on leave with mental distress.
Correct.
Well, what happened to you? How come you ain't all shell-shocked?
I am shell-shocked. It's a challenge each and every day to go to work. Matter of fact, it's hard talking about it, even like right now. I want to stop talking about it right now.
Did you go see some people, man?
Yeah, I did.
But I can't get into your medical records, man. I'm not going to get into that with you. Now, I want you to tell me your name. Tell me your name, and give me the name. I got to have a name.
Curtis Bench.
Curtis?
Bench.
You work at the Brooklyn VA?
St. Albans.
St. Albans VA?
Correct.
And you've been there 20 years?
22 years in April.
22 years in April?
Yes.
And you're a whistleblower?
Correct.
Are you afraid something's going to happen to you?
Yeah, I am. On a day-to-day basis, just going to work with the atmosphere and just all of the stuff that goes on and transpires. Oh, don't talk to him. He's a troublemaker. And it's
So they've been slandering your name.
correct.
You've been profiled.
Correct. As a troublemaker. For standing up for my rights of not wanting to see a noose in a federal facility.
And you went to your congressman's office and they blew what?
Good morning. Today is Thursday, Good Thursday, April 21st, 2011. I received a call from the NYPD police detective Garcia, who wants to talk to me, which prompted this presentation. And we'll be in multiple parts. I don't know how many yet. We're just going to have to go with the numbers on that ticker over there. That's the time. I'd like to first of all start off with I'm this guy. In New York Newsday, that I went to a meeting Tom Prater invited me to. Newsday was there. He saw Dr. Tube, the Crusader, fell in love with the product. Front page, and I believe it's the household leisure section, something like that. Now, I'm also that guy that worked for Mayor Bloomberg, volunteered for his 3rd term, even though I testified against him at the 3rd term hearings in order to get his attention and to stop my eviction. I'm also the guy that presented the evidence to the Attorney General. Oh, I'm sorry. He's governor now. I'm also the guy who should be very angry because this is just one part of the 4 parts of documents I litigated that won me 2 landmark judgments and awards from Justice James J. Golia, New York State Supreme Court, Long Island City. Ida Smith, 3 of these are missing, plus those 2 books to Mr. Juan Cuba at the White House. That's when this whole thing about get the police to get Philip Drice started with Sophia King. Remember? You stopped that. You should have stopped yourself this time when you figured out I would expose you too, school teacher. Thanks for this one, Ida. It's intact. Won 2 landmark awards and judgments and orders, and I litigated all the way at the appellate division of New York State Supreme Court, and this is a meritorious cause of action to implead Mayor Bloomberg, the police department, the Queens District Attorney's Office, and Human Resources. And following documents will show you that. And these are the documents. That's the mayor. You see that stamp right there? That's the mayor. That's the police department, NYPD. Human Resource Administration for playing me for crazy like Ida Smith did. And New York City Housing Authority, in which I had to go back and do it to New York City Housing Authority at New York City Housing Authority because the comptroller won't accept claims against them because that is federal dollars. And you people need to understand what the law is, how it works, and what the process is. But I did hear from Tom Prater, acquiesced, Drice, when I got the reply. When I got the transcript of the trial in Supreme Court where I beat Byron Medigakis so bad before he left the courtroom, he said, I'm going to appeal. And then I taunted them and played with them right when they got out the courthouse, right around the fountain in Long Island City. I can. Those are trophies for as my rewards. When I do this, people, I ain't got no wife. I ain't got no kids. Ain't too many people give a damn about me. I'm an ugly guy who can accept my life, my fate as it is. I am kind. I am benevolent. I am generous. And y'all turned that against me. And those are you black staffers in the offices of black elected officials. And you guys are so rotten, you make it a freaking embarrassment to be black in America. Because you were supposed to stop this when you saw it. This is a surreply that you have a Judge Maria Resos in Queens County Civil Court plagiarizing perjuries in the surreply index number 16218 2005. Right here. Just an absolute embarrassment. This right here is the transcript of the trial right here. In February 2009, the General Counsel of Policy was there and he committed perjury in this transcript. That's why we have to go to federal court. This is the case that got washed out. And there you go, right there, you got to see Mayor Bloomberg's name. Bingo. All covered up and contained. This is big news. This is big news. And I depended on this guy to fix it because I put it in his hands at the St. Albans VA auditorium close to 4 or 5 years ago. That's how I ended up getting to handle Ida Smith. These are the letters that this woman's got me writing to this guy, kissing his behind, and it was an exercise in futility. What she conducted, she was part of an orchestration to obstruct justice on the allegations. Oh, winds of change. I did a political accountability documentary that aired on TV campaigning for this guy. This is a letter asking him for a meeting. At the end of the day, we know that my attorney sent this to the Elder Abuse Unit about this lady right here that got embezzled out of $20,858 and what it was earmarked to allow her to destroy herself in order to contain it. And when you steal that much money from somebody, $20,858, and you leave them in their apartment with the gas stove on, that's a Nazi copycat crime. I've been doing my activism, and I do it very nicely, thank you, with my 2 documentaries that aired on TV. Scared every politician in town because they never seen one man do so much all by himself. That's because I'm not touching your little heifers. I put this all over town. Call your congressman and ask him, how did he cover this up? You're a black guy, you're a congressman, and you got a Native American female acting as the congressman with the kind of power with it that she rules with impunity, playing everybody's mama. Well, guess what? Fooled you, didn't I? I don't need no mama. You're embarrassed, you're humiliated. That's why you called the police and filed a false police report. I ain't no threat to you, since I wouldn't harm anything on you. But I have to destroy the myth of you being so honest. You have no integrity. You have no integrity. You're a liar. You're a sneak. You're like a cobra. You're that slithery. And Jason Hilliard said, you're mad because I attacked you by the preponderance of the evidence that I blasted over the internet. And your credibility destroyed leaves the congressman with no more shield, no more sword. He's now no longer invincible. That's what I want. By proving to everybody he covered this up. And they gave the white boy who did it a promotion. Ida Smith hooked that up, I swear on my mother's grave, because she spoke to the VA police that covered it up. She, with the union, she was the head boss because it was the congressman's office and his power. The myth of his power, because he's a powerless bastard that couldn't get me to stay in the ghetto so I can help these people. That's what I did with my life. You destroyed this. You killed him. You killed him. You killed him. And the evidence also says that the guy you endorsed and campaigned for, you knew. And I think now that I'm realizing it, it looks like me reporting on my activities for him to your Ida Smith and your office was illegal, Congressman Meeks. Can we talk about what else you covered up, which is the retaliation, the guy who saved that old lady? and protected her and brought to how she was embezzled and everything that was done wrong to her. Did you see her in the nursing home, Congressman? But we've got the Veterans Administration washing their hands of any liability, any culpability, anything, because they handed me a deck of cards. We had them for Saddam Hussein and everybody in Iraq, remember? Well, the VA knows all about it, and they gave me a deck of cards. And it's got the name of every politician in town. State Senator Malcolm Smith, State Senator Shirley Huntley, Congressman Gregory W. Meeks, Assemblywoman Vivian Cook, Councilman Leroy Comrie, with your Rand's Huff, who hates me, hates Haitians, because he was the first one to get the evidence, and he went to NYPD as alleged, and that's how your case, NYPD ended up coming after me, because I went to you first before I went to the Inspector General of NYPD, and they was already waiting for me. Ambushed. I want time to prepare my book. That's why I'm leaving. I wrote a letter to the White House, and this is when all the trouble began. When I got this from the Justice Department, which is a White House referral number, where is it? WH White House 07142010-7. That's my White House referral number. All I asked those politicians, which I just named, look, y'all been getting this information on the internet, dropping it off to your house, I'm in your functions, you got me using me to go get this guy, Heidi Smith. You're the one that told me for me to go get Malcolm Smith. And you can't pass a lie detector when you told me that he's the one that snitched on the congressman and all that stuff, and the Attorney General washed his hands of it because there were boys in the Clinton administration, there was a conflict of interest, and he sent it to the feds. And now the new Attorney General has sent me something from the Integrity Bureau. So at the end of the day, to round it off in this 15 minutes on YouTube, is that you are busted, because I'm taking your butts to court, and here your names right there. They've been sitting there for 6 months. I don't have anything else to say. What am I going to tell you? Other than I'm filing a notice of claim in order for me to get $75,000 because I blasted all over the internet that I'm the one who put up the Thompson pictures. So give me a break and quit, you guys. Quit your lying. Have a nice day. Bye.
At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Dwayne. This is Phil Drice, and I just wanted to speak to you because I wanted to confirm that about that letter from Ann. I have a copy. I have a copy of the letter from Ann that sent me to the VA, sent me to the hospital on some kind of psychiatric emergency. Number two, in our last conversation, you told me that someone from the VA called you and told you that I no longer wanted to be at Safe Haven at Cromwell and 170th Street. I don't know how any confidential information on a psych ward gets to a vendor. That's number two. Number three is that I've suffered losses here. I was made homeless. I had to end up on the beach. I almost died out there if I'd have stayed there. And I lost the dental benefits and all that stuff. So what I'm looking to do is to figure out how you and your organization plan to fix that problem that I've got, which I'm owed. My entitlements, my name's been defamed. People have been writing up stuff about me, They got me under some kind of diagnosis, prescribed me some, well, you need a little bit of Depatuk. So all this kind of nonsense. So I'd like to figure out what your organization plans to do on remunerating me financially in some kind of way to fix your problem. This is your problem, you're the head man, and I'm coming to you. So please give me a call back. My number is 347-685-2860, okay? Because you know what I do, brother. I take people to court and I just bust their ass. Are we there yet? We're not there yet, right? Okay, so please give me a call and let me know how you want to fix it. I need my dental work done. I need my HUD badge voucher on the fast track. I need that place on uptown Manhattan that Ann and I talked about. Everything that I was supposed to get, I'm supposed to get it. Because you know good and darn well Charmaine McPherson has been used, you know, you guys, it's good for you guys to go ahead and have somebody from the VA come and tame these vets for you, these homeless vets, that a bunch of wild men. The VA loves Charmaine McPherson putting a Willie Lynch chip in Negroes and scaring the hell out of them and holding their benefits, their entitlements, as some kind of charity in order to tame them Negro. That's racist, my friend. You some kind of Hispanic. I'm a Haitian. Look, man, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, but I'm willing to work with you, okay? So, whatever we can work out, hopefully it'll be sufficient, because I'm not living in homelessness no more. I got to finish this book, and I want you to fix this because I will sell your ass down the river. I will sell your ass down the river like I did Mayor Bloomberg, the congressman, and everybody else. So please, give me a call. Let's fix this. Okay, my friend? This is my olive branch I'm extending out to you, not to take you to court and just bust your ass along with the Veterans Administration Hospital. I swear on my mother's grave, I will take you out to court and just bust your asses. Okay? I spoke to Dr. Julia yesterday, and everybody seemed to be scared. I've already filed a complaint with the Veterans Administration Inspector General, and I will prepare something for the White House. And I will fuck everybody over. I will fuck everybody over for what you've done to me. And you deserve it. But I'm going to give you a chance to go ahead and fix it. Okay, Dwayne? I thank you, my friend. Hey Dwayne, Phil Drice here. Did you see my story in the Wall Street Journal? That's all. Yeah, it's dead. It's dead. It was here at the shelter. How I got evicted. You gotta go take a look at the Wall Street Journal, page 26, Dwayne. You gotta go ahead, all right? And whatever. What day is this? Today is 28th. What today's date? It's today. Today, go get the Wall Street Journal this morning, go to page 26 and read my story. Lots of people are calling me. They're checking this out, and that's just one of a series of videos about this homelessness and the retaliations against homeless veterans, exploitation, and my special story on how I got to be on the beach at Far Rockaway because of the Veterans Administration putting me out after they breached confidentiality, telling you I ain't want to be there. Dwayne, if I ain't got nowhere to go, how in the heck you up and go pack my things, go in my locker and put me out in the street? I don't get that, brother. Let me ask you, where are you? Where am I at now? I'm in a nice place. I'm hanging with my roommate. I'm not homeless right now. I'm looking for another place that's permanent housing. Go take a look at the story, Dwayne, because look, you're not the bad guy here. I don't believe you're the bad guy. People did a lot of bad things behind your back, and you're gonna have to cover for them. But I ain't gonna hold you to the carpet on that. They did it. You didn't do nothing. They're using you as a scapegoat, and I've been around in this business a long time of prosecuting people. You're just stuck with the problem. That's it. So I can't do you like that. What? I'm a human being, Dwayne. You always treated me right. You never treated me bad. Everybody else did bad things behind your back, and I sure couldn't come and run and snitch to you like a little girl. But look, just read the story, and that's all right. I'm going to go on vacation right about now. Going to go spend my birthday in Florida because I turned 56 with a badass 24-year-old girl. So I gotta run away now because she probably be expecting a lot of expensive gifts for love, and I gotta be out of town first.
You're funny. Take a look at that.
All right.
Best to you and happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dwayne.
You got it.
All right, buddy. Okay, buddy. Bye-bye. Yeah, today is Thursday. Today's the 28th, right? 29th. The 29th of November 2012, we've got the director of the Safe Haven on the line. Going to see my newspaper article. And I got to get out of town because I ain't got no money to buy my girl nothing. I know she's going to say, well, you don't have to get me nothing. That's a lie. I'm vain. I love my girls. Because I got my partner Tracy, my Hindu princess. That's my best friend, best woman friend. Then I got the girlfriend. Woo! Tracy swears the girlfriend just like want to use me. But I ain't got nothing. I ain't never going to have nothing. Why? Because I'm black in the math. Okay. Wow, my nose is running. But hey, take a look. I'm not homeless no more. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Right? This is where I'm at. We poor. But I'm about to get some money. I can't show you my roommate because he's a white guy. He's embarrassed that, he's here like this under these conditions. That's why his picture ain't in the Wall Street Journal like mine. See, I'm black. I'm vain.